Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So SMU's offense will have the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble. He got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield, and all things looking pretty good.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's King. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front. If they...
And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Virginia's offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance, and this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better, and they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuffed with an interception. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Takes a handoff. It's shot. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Couldn't find the lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They're getting talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Going to the ground.
offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards. And it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down, you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's King. Got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. On these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Well, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. First play of the drive comes to the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a spot in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Scanning the field, it's King. Good timing on the quick out. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for room. It's shot. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are in front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Off play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. to throw on first down off the play fake. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Virginia.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Flicks it out of the air. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air, it's King. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's when you expect him to make it his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Another incompletion on third down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on fourth down. At least you think they are, because early in this game, we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple fourth downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
The gift to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crash them down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
He tried to set up the screen, and he's lucky to get that one back. It'll be third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision.
It's complete to him. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He He lost one down the sideline. Dropped the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to throw. It's King. Quickly complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Lining up to convert third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Takes the grab. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Short kick, and nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here. Just
gets away from one. He's got space. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Powers through the defender. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Cavaliers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to run for it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Bringing the heat. And he's on the bottom of it. Now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's King. Finds his tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Back open in the middle. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Okay, ready? Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. The field goal is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it.
He'll off one deep down the left side.
Play for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running.
Ernie on the Jets. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else intercepting the defensive center. He goes down after the short return, but what a way to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
We're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Here comes the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any coverage.
Back to throw, it's Kane. Got his man on the right. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He wants to throw it again. Trying to set up the screen. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Now the play fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. There he goes.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with the pads.
And the Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's King. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense. They get a sack at the 47.
Third and one, everything about defense says run, right? Bring more guys up, play aggressively, blitz more guys, and guess what? They threw the football, they caught you off guard, but you still had so many guys move the football up front. You were still able to get pressure, get the sack, make the big-time play.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead, you got the football, you got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Going to sling it on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up with an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. He'll run it again. Finds a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On the double. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go. Looking to throw, it's King. Snags it over the middle. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where I'm over the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the D denied him on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Defense looking for the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And this offense gets a little bit of help from the defense, and they are this close to getting it into the end zone. 3rd and goal. Touchdown, SMU! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and Dave, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Touch pass on the line. Fouls through the defense. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. And he's got it inside the 35. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Goes toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle.
Today. OU, oh my. Oklahoma is putting on a show offensively today. They just simply can't be stopped.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. To the air, it's King. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to counter, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Okay. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Easy. Gonna look downfield again. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment. In a 2-minute situation, they're trying to rip this game away from the home team. They take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls incomplete.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
He's got his man. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Another broken tackle. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down off the ice, they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. After this, it'll be a wrap. And they'll take a knee. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes the lead. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. If you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road there.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.